And you heard Abbas Bhai who recited in Farsi and Arabic and Urdu. इन सब की सलामती के लिए बुलंदतर सलावत अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मद व आले मुहम्मद. Quran is the book of Allah where there is no doubt. On the other hand, we have Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam who are mufassir Quran. We said that these two will meet with the Holy Prophet at house. They are always together. Take them together. If you take one and leave another, as someone said, Hasbuna Kitab Allah, this is not going to work. This is not going to take you to anywhere. You have to take both of them and take Islam and guidance from these two together. One side, we have the book, which is the most authentic source, where there is La Raiba Fi, and the book which is, there is no tahrif in it, no changes are made, it is preserved in its original form. Other books which were revealed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the divine books, changes are made to it. But to the Holy Quran, there is no possibility that someone can make changes in the Holy Quran. We spoke last night about Nasikh and Mansukh. Nasikh and Mansukh is there, but that is not Tahrif. Tahrif is distortion, which is not possible for the Holy Quran. And we see the people nowadays that they are, Nauzubillah wa Mazallah, desecrating the Holy Quran, Tawheen of the Holy Quran. And now is the time that we should talk more about the Quran, read more verses from Quran on the daily basis, and tell the people, educate the people, what are the contents of the Holy Quran. Holy Quran speaks about Maryam alayha salam. Now this is, we need to talk to the Christians. See how there is one surah called Surah Maryam in the Holy Quran. Holy Quran speaks about mu'jizat, miracles of Isa alayhi salam. In other books we will not find such miracles which are mentioned in the Holy Quran about Isa alayhi salam. Quran speaks about the miraculous birth of Isa alayhi salam. And this is the only book which speaks about how Isa alayhi salam was born. This is the only source which we have which talks about how Isa alayhi salam was born. And now these people, Christians, some of them, not everyone, the fanatics among them, they want to burn the Holy Quran. What happened in Sweden? Now is the time that we have to take Quran in one hand and the other hand should be on our chest. Both together. Imam Hussein and Quran are same. That's why we need, whenever we want to talk about Quran, we need to talk about Ahlul Bayt, we need to talk about Imam Hussein alayhi salam. There was a time that some people raised the Holy Quran on the arrows. There was a time. Remember Siffin? Some of the people raised Quran on the arrows and saying, we want to do and we want to see what Quran says, we will follow that. La hukma illa lillah. There is no order except the order of Allah. La hukma illa lillah. Now this was the slogan. Someone tell, Ya Amirul Mu'mineen, they are saying La hukma illa lillah. We want to solve our issues with the order of Allah, with the order of the Holy Quran. What do you say? He says, Kalimatul haq yuradu bihal batil. Ya Ali. Whatever they saying is Kalimatul haq. Whatever they saying is truth, correct. But the meaning which they are taking from La hukma illa lillah is wrong. This is not the meaning of La hukma illa lillah. If you want to act upon this verse of Quran, La hukma illa lillah, then you should come and follow me. I am the one who is equal to the Quran. Have you not heard the Holy Prophet who said, Aliyun mal Quran wal Quranu ma Ali? Ya Ali. If Ali is with Quran and Quran is with Ali, now you are raising Quran on the arrows and saying we want to solve our issues from the Quran. Come to me, I am Quran in Atik. I am the talking Quran. I will solve your issues. You are reciting the words of the Quran, but the meaning which you are taking is wrong. Now in Siffin there is Quran on the arrows. See relationship between Quran and Ahlul Bayt. The heads of Imam Hussain alayhi salam and Ashab al-Hussain were also raised on the arrows. We never raise Quran on the arrow. We have respect for the Quran. And we never raise someone's head on the arrow. In Siffin, they raised Quran on the arrow. In Karbala, they raised the head of Imam Hussain on the arrow. See the relationship between Quran and Ahlul Bayt. Now, this is the time to tell the people, educate the people, what is the message of Quran. Quran talks about peace. Islam is peace. You want to desecrate the Holy Quran? This is something which we cannot tolerate. And that's why when they wanted to desecrate, at that time our ulama, they came forward. They wrote to the European Union, they wrote to the United Nations, they wrote to the Pope that this is not freedom of speech. This is something else. Freedom of speech doesn't mean that whatever you want to say, you can say. No, when you desecrate Quran, this makes us happy. This makes us, nauzubillah mazallah, unhappy. When the Quran, Tawheen of Quran is something which hurts all the Muslim nations. All the Muslim world hurts. When this is a kind of harassment for Muslims when you desecrate Quran. Quran talks about Anbiya. Quran talks about Mary the Virgin. Quran talks about Jesus. Quran talks about the other prophets. There is a message. Try to understand the message. Try to open the Quran. And when they announce that they are going to, nauzubillah mazallah, burn the Holy Quran, many non-Muslims open the Holy Quran to see why they want to burn the Quran. Let us see what is in the Quran. So this action made the people come towards Quran. Now there are many people who want to see that the fanatics, the fundamentalists who want to burn Quran, let's read Quran, what is there, so that they are burning it. And this made them read Quran, and now they will come towards the Quran. This is mu'jiza and miracle of Holy Quran. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Ya Ali. Now the verse of the Holy Quran which I recited, chapter number 5, Al-Ma'idah, and verse number is 55. This is called verse of Wilayat. I mentioned in one of my Majalises that in the Holy Quran, different verses are named because of the message which they have. Innama yuridullah is called verse of Tathir, Ayatul Tathir. And then we have Ayatul Mawadda, Kul la as'alukum alayhi ajra. This is Ayatul Mawadda. There are names for different verses in the Holy Quran. This verse which I recited is called Ayatul Wilaya. Ya Ali. Ayatul Wilaya. This is about the Wilayat of Ahlul Bayt. Now what the verse say? Brief translation. Surah number 5, Al-Ma'idah, verse number 55, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Innama waliyukumullah. Now the word innama comes for hasar. In Arabic we call it hasar. Hasar means there are certain things whose circle is wide. When you make the circle small, this is called hasar. Innama, only and only. The meaning will be only and only. Waliyukumullah, your master, your guardian is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wa Rasulu, and his messenger. So please be with me. Alhamdulillah, all of you are attentive. I'm translating this verse for you. word by word, so that the children and youth can understand properly what is the message in Ayatul Wilaya. Innama waliyukumullahu wa rasuluhu. Your master is Allah and His messenger. 2. Now number 3. Wallazina amanu. And those who have faith, those who have iman. Allazina yuqimuna salat. Those who establish prayers. Wa yutuna zakah. And give zakat, the poor rate. Wa hum raki'un, when they are in the state of ruku. All Mufassirin says that this verse is revealed about Amirul Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib. Ya Ali. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. This verse is about the commander of faithful because he is the only one who gave zakat while he was in ruku. Jabir ibn Abdullah Ansari says, I heard from Abu Zar Ghafari. Abu Zar Ghafari, about whom the Holy Prophet said, the truthful person on the surface of the earth. There is no one like Abu Zar in truth. No one is like him. The most truthful person on the earth is Abu Zar al-Ghaffari. Jabir ibn Abdullah says, I heard from Abu Zar, he said, we were sitting in the mosque of the Holy Prophet. Sa'il came, beggar came, and he asked for something. No one gave him anything. While he was going back, he said, O Allah, be witness that I visited the mosque of your Prophet, and I asked for something, and no one gave me anything. When he was saying this, and he was trying to leave, at that time Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salam was praying his salah. He pointed towards his finger, where there was a ring in his finger. He pointed towards that, and tell him to come and take this. This is for you. The man came. He took the ring from the finger of Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salam, and he went and he left. This is the only person in history who has given zakat. Zakat means help in such a way, while bowing down, he gave his ring to the side. Only Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salam. Now from this verse we can prove the wilayat and imamat of Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salam. Very easy. And once the imamat and wilayat of Amirul Mu'mineen is proved, it is very easy to prove for the other a'immah, for the other imams. This is the verse which clearly talks about the imamat. Why we believe that he is first imam, why we believe that he is leader, Imam al-Muttaqeen, Amirul Mu'mineen, because Quran says, Innama waliyukumullahu wa rasuluhu. Your wali, your master is Allah and His Prophet, and the one who gave zakat while he was in ruku, and that is none other than the commander of faithful, Amirul Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wassalam. Ya Ali. Now, what is the meaning of wilayat? Wilayat has many meanings. Wilayat is in the meaning of power, government. Wilayat means domain. Wilayat means right, haq. Wilayat means authority. When we say wilayat, wilayat means the biggest power, owner of the biggest power is wali. This is the meaning of wilayat. And there are different kinds of wilayat. Once we have wilayatul muhabbat, that is, it is obligatory to love the Holy Prophet and his holy progeny. This is wajib. This is called wilayatul muhabbat. We have wilayatul za'amat. That is, the leader has the power, religious power, social power. He has the political power. This is Za'ama, he is Za'im. Za'im means leader. Then we have Wilayatu Tashri'i. That is from Sharia. Wilayatu Tashri'i means power of making things halal and haram. And that is only in the hands of Allah. He is the one who says this is halal and this is haram. No one else can make halal haram or haram halal. Why? Because this power is only with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is called Wilayatu Tashri'i. Now there is one more wilayat which I want to explain a little bit in detail. Although you are tired, I know, but these are the days and nights of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, and we want to learn more in these majalises. That's why I will try my best to make my talk briefly. But let's talk about one of the kinds of wilaya, and that is called Wilayatu Takwini. This wilaya, many people will not be able to digest this Wilayatu Takwini. We believe that this wilayat is given to some personalities by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This wilaya, which is called Wilayatu Takwini, Takwini is from Kaun. Kaun in Arabic means universe. Tasarruf fil Kaun. You have the whole universe is given to you as your authority. You can bring changes into the universe. In other words, let me make it easy for you. Wilayatu Takwini means Allah has given miracles, mu'jazat to some people. Prophets, non-prophets, ordinary people. Allah has given this power to them to do mu'jazat, to do miracles. This is called Wilayatu Takwini. What is miracle? Miracle is something which is against the normal things. Miracle is always something which is different from the normal things. Now this miracle, this wilayat means power. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to some people who are ma'soom. Even Allah has given this to non-ma'soom also. If He wants to give, He can. This is in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He wants to give someone ilmul ghaib, the knowledge of unseen. If Allah wants, He can. He wants to give someone power to make dead person alive. Yes, He can. He has the power. Allah has this power. And He can give this to some people whom He wants. When it comes to Kaun, Takween and universe, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given some people the power to make changes in the universe, bring changes in the universe. This is called Wilayatu Takwini, which unfortunately some people cannot digest it and they say, no, this is not possible. I'm going to prove that this is possible. And I'm going to prove this from the Holy Quran. That this Wilayat Takwini is given to some people, some personalities by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And these are Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam has given this power, authority of Wilayat Takwini. Not only that, Allah has given this power to a jinn. Quran. Story of Sulaiman alayhi salam. Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam said, who will bring the queen of Sheba, Bilqis, with her throne here to Palestine? Now, queen of Sheba was in Yemen, and Sulaiman alayhi salam was in Palestine. Who will bring? Kala ifritum min al-jinn. Ifrit said, who was from the community of jinn. Now, jinn is not a human being. Jinn is not masoom. But Allah has given him power. Allah has given him power. He says, O Sulaiman, allow me to bring her with her throne. If read how much time it will take? Well, I will bring it in few minutes. These are my words. No, this is too much. This is too much for me. Another person who was sitting there in the court of Sulaiman, his name is Asif. Asif ibn Barkhiya. He is assistant of Sulaiman alayhi salam. He is wasi of Sulaiman. He is not prophet. Asif is not prophet. He is wasi of the prophet. He says, Ya Sulaiman, allow me, I will bring her in the blink of an eye. Blink of an eye. Sulaiman said, okay, go and do it. This is good. And he did. Asif brought her in front of Sulaiman alayhi salam with a blink of eye. Now the question is, why Sulaiman himself was not bringing her? Sulaiman was more powerful than everyone, so he should have brought her. He should have brought Bilqis here. But Hazrat Sulaiman wants to tell the people who is my wasi, and who and how much power has my assistant. I am very powerful. I want to tell you, the wasi of the prophet also is powerful. Look, Asif ibn Barkhiya, he is not prophet, he is wasi of the prophet, but he has the power to bring Bilqis in the blink of an eye. So when Asif ibn Barkhiya can do that, why not the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam? Now, the Quran has not mentioned the name of Asif, but he has mentioned Sifat, attribute of Asif. What is that attribute? The attribute is Qala man indahu ilmun min al-kitab min for tab'iz, ba'az. Said the one, no, not Asif. Qala said that person who had the knowledge of the book, a little bit knowledge of the ilmum min al-kitab. Said the one who had knowledge of few chapters of the book, I will bring Bilqis in the blink of an eye. In another place in the Holy Quran, we read that the kuffar said to the Holy Prophet, Lasta mursala, you are not a messenger. Allah says, Qul, O Prophet, tell them, for me to be a prophet, I don't need you. For me, Allah is sufficient as a witness. And number two, Allah is sufficient to be my witness that I am messenger. And number two is, Man indahu ilmul kitab. The one who has the knowledge of all the book. Ilmun minal kitab wa ilmul kitab. The one who has the knowledge of everything, he is my witness. And the Holy Prophet said, Wazaka akhi Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wasalam. Ya Ali. Who is the person who has the knowledge of all the things of the book? Zaka akhi Ali ibn Abi Talib. That is my brother Ali ibn Abi Talib, who has knowledge of everything. Now I'm trying to bring my majlis towards the end. But when we talk about Wilayat-e-Takwini, we believe that Allah has given this power to some chosen people. Among them are the Ahlul Bayt, who are equal to the Holy Quran. And for Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salam as a Wilayat-e-Takwini, we have the example of Radd Shams. Two times the sun was returned for Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salam. Now this is something which is authentic. Let me first tell you something from the Quran which talks about Wilayat-e-Takwini. The Holy Prophet is Sayyidul Anbiya. He has this power of Takween, at-tasarruf fil kawn. So once the Holy Prophet was in Mecca. Now I'm reciting Quran for you. Holy Prophet was in Mecca, 15th of Zul-Hijjah. The moon was full. Holy Prophet is standing near the Holy Kaaba. One side is Jabal Abi Qubais. On Jabal Abi Qubais there was a full moon. Kuffar came to him. Ya Muhammad, we will believe in your messengership, your prophethood, if you show us a mu'jiza, miracle. What do you want to see? We want to see that you should cut the moon into two. We want to see that you have this power to cut the moon into two parts or not. The Holy Prophet said, if I perform this, would you accept Islam? Would you become Muslim? Yes, we will become Muslim if you show us this mu'jiza. The Holy Prophet asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he prayed to him, Ya Allah, give me this power and give me this wilayah. I have wilayah taqween. I want to show them my power of taqween. And then the Holy Prophet pointed towards, from his finger pointed towards moon and cut the moon into two halves. Recite Suratul Qamar. There is a chapter in the Quran called Suratul Qamar. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Iqtarabat as-sa'a wa anshaqqa al-qamar. The day of judgment is near and the moon was divided into two. Iqtarabat as-sa'a wa anshaqqa. Inshiqaq means to cut into two. Now this is wilayat taqweeni. And that was so clear that if you take example of an orange, if you take an orange and cut it into two, one side goes this side, another side goes on the other side. One part of moon was on the one side of Jabal Abi Qubais, and the other part of moon was on the other side of Jabal Abi Qubais. They say, oh, this is magic. No, we don't believe. We are those who are around you. You have recited something and our eyes are closed. You have closed our eyes. We don't believe. Someone said, we heard a caravan is coming from Yasrab. Let us ask them. If they also see moon divided into two, then we will believe. The caravan reached. They asked, did you saw moon cut into two pieces? They said, yes. When we were coming in the desert, we saw the moon cut into two pieces. But again they said, no, this is magic and we are not going to believe in you as a prophet. The Holy Prophet divided moon into two. And then he prayed and the moon was fixed again. Even today when the astronauts go to the moon, they find that there is a crack, which shows that at one time this moon was cut into two. This crack is still there. The crack that there was a time when the moon was divided into two. So the Holy Prophet is Sayyidul Anbiya and his wasi is Amirul Mu'mineen. Innama waliyukumullahu wa rasuluh. Just keep this ayah in your mind. Your wali is Rasul, your wali is Allah and his messenger. And one who gives zakah while he was praying, while he was in ruku. So when the Holy Prophet can do, he has a wilayat taqweeni. This proves that Amirul Mu'mineen also has wilayat taqweeni. And the sun was returned twice. Wilayat taqweeni is given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to some person. Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salam returned the sun once in Medina and once in Iraq. If someone says, Maulana, from where you are reciting this? Well, I will give you one reference which is very authentic reference. And that reference is the book called Kitabul Irshad, written by Sheikh Mufid Rahmatullah Alayhi. Now, Kitabul Irshad is one of the most authentic books which we have. And Sheikh Mufid is the pillar of Shia Mazhab. Sheikh Mufid cannot write anything from his own sweet will. No. Sheikh Mufid is someone who will write those things which are authentic. Because he is the teacher of Sheikh Tusi. He was the teacher of Sayyid Murtaza Alam al-Huda. He was the teacher of Sayyid Sharif Razi, who has compiled Najul Balagha. Sheikh Mufid is not an ordinary person. He's a very learned scholar. He says in Kitab al-Irshad, twice son was returned for Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam. Once in Medina, while the Holy Prophet was sleeping on his lap, and Imam Ali didn't want to wake him up. The time of Salat came. Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam prayed Salat with Ishara, with sign. You can pray Salat in different modes. Amir al-Mu'mineen performed Salat with Ishara, but he did not make the Holy Prophet awake. At that time, after the Holy Prophet himself woke up, he said, Ya Ali, did you pray Salat? He said, yes, I prayed, but I prayed it with Ishara. Would you like to pray in the normal way? Yes, Ya Rasulullah. So why don't you return the sun? Return the sun. Amir al-Mu'mineen pointed towards the sun, and the sun was brought back for him. On the other occasion, when the army of Amir al-Mu'mineen was crossing the river, and the whole army, some of them missed their salah. Amir al-Mu'mineen prayed his salah. When they reached other side of the river, Amir al-Mu'mineen asked them, those who missed salah, or those who missed salah in awal time, you would like to pray at awal time, fazilat time? Yes, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen, we want to do that. Amir al-Mu'mineen again returned the sun, and they prayed salat at awal time. This is called wilayat, and we believe in the wilayat of the Holy Prophet, wilayat of the progeny of the Holy Prophet. Brothers and sisters, the Majlis is now over. We want to talk about the ashab of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. That ashab about whom Imam Hussain alayhi salam himself said, La ashaba ka ashabi. जो असहाब मुझे परवरदिगार आलम ने दिए हैं ऐसे किसी को नहीं दिए. Among these ashab, there was a revert, a new convert to Islam. His name was Wahab Kalbi. He was new Muslim. He came to the Holy Prophet. He came to the Holy Imam alayhi salam. Yabna Rasulillah, Ya Aba Abdullah, I want to sacrifice myself for you. Imam Hussain said, well, you are newly wedded. You just married. He said, yes. I want to fight for you in your way. Imam said, okay, go and take permission from your wife and take permission from your mother. He said, Ya Aba Abdullah, I came here with permission of my mother and my wife. These are ashab of Imam Hussain. Wahab, from the Kabila of Kalbi. There was another ashab of Imam Hussain alayhi salam who was a Turkish slave. Ghulam Turki. Bazı goftan ismi şun nafe بود. آمد پیش ابا عبدالله الحسین. مولا به من اجازه بدید که من خودم رو قربان کنم، برم قتال کنم. امام حسین سلام نمیخواد بهشون اجازه بده. چرا؟ گفت که شما ما رو خیلی خدمت کردید، دیگه شما برید، آزاد هستید. You have served us a lot, oh Nafi. You don't need to sacrifice yourself. You are free, you can go. He said, Yabna Rasulullah, when you were at ease, I was with you. Now you are in difficulty, I should leave you. जब सब चीजें आराम से थी मैं आपके साथ था, अब जब आप पर मुश्किल आ गई है तो मैं आपको छोड़ दूं, ये कैसे हो सकता है? बस अज़ीज़ान गिरामी, जब नाफे जमीन पर गिरे ना तो इमाम हुसैन अलैहिस्सलाम इस गुलाम तुर्की के पास पहुंच गए. When Nafi came on the earth, Imam Hussain अलैहिस्सलाम reached him. When he reached, Nafi was still alive. He was breathing. Imam Hussain alayhisalam put his cheek on the cheek of Nafi. Now Nafi is still alive. What he is saying? He is saying, Man misli wa ibn Rasulillah wazi'un khaduhu ala khadi. میری طرح کون ہو سکتا ہے؟ رسول خدا کے نواسے نے اپنی گال کو میرے گال پہ رکھا ہوا ہے. کیے مسلمان سورت سر رسول خدا روئے سورت مانس. اجرکم اللہ. Imam Hussain alayhi salam had one person who was the reason for bringing him to Karbala, and that is Hur ibn Yazid Riyahi. On the day of Ashura, this Hur came to Imam Hussain alayhi salam and said, Yabna Rasulullah, I am the one who brought you here. Now I am doing tawbah, I am repenting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Tell me, my tawbah will be accepted or not? Yabna Rasulullah, میں آپ کو یہاں کربلا لایا ہوں, کیا میری توبہ قبول ہو سکتی ہے؟ امام فرماتے ہیں, حر تمہاری توبہ قبول ہو سکتی ہے, بے شک اللہ تمہاری توبہ قبول کرے گا. بس ایک وقت ایسا آیا عزاداران امام حسین, حر زمین پر آ گئے, حر ابھی بدن میں سانس ہے. امام حسین تشریف لائے, کہا اے حر تیری ماں نے تیرا نام صحیح رکھا, تو دنیا میں بھی آزاد ہے آخرت میں بھی آزاد ہے. انت حر فی الدنیا والآخرہ. اجرکم اللہ. آخری روایت سنے اور آپ کی زحمتوں کو تمام کرتا ہوں. اصحاب کا ذکر ہو رہا ہے, وہ اصحاب کہ جس کے متعلق امام فرماتے ہیں, لا اصحاب کا اصحابی, میری طرح اصحاب پروردگار عالم نے کسی کو نہیں دیے. بعض ایسے اصحاب تھے جو امام حسین علیہ السلام کے ساتھ چلے تھے, بعض ایسے اصحاب ہیں جن کو امام حسین نے بلایا تھا. اجرکم اللہ. ان اصحاب میں سے جن کو امام حسین نے خط لکھ کر بلایا, ایک حبیب ابن مظاہر ہے. جب حبیب کو امام حسین کا خط ملا تو حبیب خضاب لے رہے تھے تاکہ اپنے محاسن کو رنگین کر سکیں, اپنے محاسن کو خضاب لگائیں. جب امام حسین کا خط پڑا, ارباب مقاتل کہتے ہیں خضاب واپس کی, کہتے ہیں اب حبیب کی داڑھی حبیب کے خون سے, حبیب کے سر کے خون سے رنگین ہوگی. اجرکم اللہ. بروز عاشور, آخری روایت, عاشور کے دن لشکر آ رہے ہیں, عمر سعد کی مدد کے لیے لشکر آ رہے ہیں. بی بی زینب خیمے سے پوچھتی ہیں, فضا یہ کس کا لشکر آیا ہے؟ اجرکم اللہ. فرماتی ہے بی بی یہ یزیدی لشکر ہے, عمر سعد کی مدد کرنے کے لیے آئے. دوسرا لشکر آیا, تیسرا لشکر آیا. بی بی زینب پوچھتی ہیں, جواب ملتا ہے یہ یزیدی لشکر ہے. بی بی فرماتی ہے, فضا کیا میرے بھائی حسین کی مدد کے لیے کوئی نہیں آ رہا؟ کیا میرے حسین کی مدد کے لیے کوئی لشکر نہیں آ رہا؟ ایسے میں آواز سنائی گئی, حبیب ابن مظاہر آئے ہیں. بی بی نے پوچھا, فضا یہ کون ہے؟ جواب دیتے ہیں بی بی حبیب ابن مظاہر آئے ہیں, حسین کے ساتھی صحابی رسول فقیہ, وہ جو ایک رات میں قرآن ختم کرتے تھے. یہ سننا تھا. بی بی فرماتی ہے, فضا حبیب کو ہمارا سلام کہہ دینا. عزیزان گرامی, فضا نے بی بی زینب کا سلام پہنچایا. حبیب گھوڑے سے نیچے اترے, زمین پر بیٹھ گئے, خاک کربلا اٹھائی, اپنے سر پہ ڈالی. فرماتے ہیں, ارے بے کسی اہل البیت, امام حسین اتنے بے کس ہو گئے, اہل حرم اتنے بے کس ہو گئے, اب آقا زادی غلاموں کو سلام بھیجوا رہے. Matam Hussain. Ya Hussain.